Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lunch or Learn episode number 58. Today is Thursday, July 8th, 14, 2023. And today we'll be reviewing, show to you the seven levels of awareness, but we concentrate in level number seven, the last level today we're going to talk about. So the last level today we're going to be talking about is mastery. So that will be our focus today. So welcome and participate, please. We're going to hear your voice. We're going to see your, feel your energy. Please come with us. Let's go together. Okay, let's go. With the first, I'm gonna go. Oh, I'm gonna do something before, so I'm gonna go over the different levels that we have. The first level that we studied was the animal level. That is the flight or a fight or flight reaction. The second level is the when you react the mass. When you follow the crowds, with no thinking, just go along with whatever is there they told us to do. The third level, aspiration, when you have the desire, but you don't take any action. The individuality is number four. When we really show off who we are, what is unique about us. When I am unique, why Cecilia is unique, what she has in there to offer to herself and to community and to people. Number five is then discipline. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna get a goal. You're gonna discipline yourself. You're gonna be so give yourself a command and keep it until you get what you want. Number six is experience, real learning. Do it by learning. By doing it, you're gonna learn. You're gonna create experience. And today we go in with mastery, respond versus react. Okay, we have here your participation and Coach Juan and Coach Bruce. This is your space.
Thank you. Go ahead, Coach Bruce.
Just want to say what a great pleasure it is to be here with all of our Lunch and Learn viewers and the other coaches on the team. I love our coaches. I love my fellow coaches. Ours is a mastermind group that I have been waiting for all my life, and I'm so excited about who we get to be with. Um, Coach Juan, Coach Cecilia are constants. Yesterday we had Coach Emma, and just all of you, if you have the opportunity to create your own mastermind group with people who are always pulling you forward to what you want, what you really want in life, and I'm going to do a little bit more on that later, but take the opportunity. So, Coach Juan, I think you were the one who put on here the level 7 mastery and really to make it precise and clarify mastery in this example here. So why don't you take it? Yeah.
Yes. Well, thank you, coaches, for like just working together. We it's a collaboration of a team effort that we put together, but we want to share the knowledge and everything, all this beautiful stuff that we're learning, and we want to share that with our audience and with their team and with all of our members. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna get started with the first paragraph, and we'll take turns. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I make one little correction? I just turned on the virtual background, so I'm in the same house as you. The other thing is today is actually Friday. It's not Thursday. So, okay, Juan, take it away.
Okay, level 7. We finally made it to the mastery level, guys. So at the mastery level, you're no longer controlled by the habits that don't serve you. You respond to life rather than react. You may know how to think correctly. You plan and you take the actions that produce your desired results.
Carolina Maria Supervisor Gonzalez. I'm going to read for Coach Cecilia. You have learned the laws of the universe and you understand how the science of achievement works. You've used your experience to fine tune your manifestation technique to achieve one goal after the other. Coach Cecilia?
I can get it here now, Beth. Give me 1 second, please. Okay, only a tiny percentage of the population reaches this level. However, we all have the mental faculties and capacity to do that, to do so.
Yes. And the only thing stopping you from being the captain of your ship is you.
Ooh. If you have a goal and you can't see how to get to the goal from where you are right now, you don't need to. You just need to increase your awareness.
I know Coach says he's probably not going to see the next part. You want to read that second part for her before we dive into the steps, Bruce?
Okay, I'm here now. You can do that by taking.
Hold on, Ceci. Hold on. We got to read the one other one before we get into that point.
So if
Okay,
you want,
Go ahead, Bruce.
okay. So if you want to stay at the mastery level, this is your plan of action. You can
Okay.
do that by taking these steps.
Step one, Ceci.
number one, study every day. Number two, write out your goal in the morning and evening. Number three, focus on what you want. Number four, take a step towards your goal each day. I'm going to be giving a short example about number one, study every day. As if I am the mastery level, I'm present there. No longer I'm controlled by what my mom or the community will say because I study too much every day or because I spend my time learning every day. So what I do is I get up, take care of my personal hygiene, and right there I take a short lunch, a breakfast, and get ready for a study. And I start my day by being in a call with the mastery group, and we are there for about 1 hour, 1 and a half. I have from 8 to 9:30. Usually we start there. We do our things, go back again, and meet ourselves. Later on, we meet and schedule at 12 in Chicago time, 12 p.m. Then again, the same day, we get it. We go into another. We study more. We go into another group of study, and we meet each other together. We meet and we discuss. We listen to each other. We discuss and we apply and help each other, coach each other, get feedback to each other, and get complete starting 2 more hours. That is going about from 2 to 3 o'clock or 1 hour and a half something. So I'm really giving a lot to the study and I'm learning every day that I'm getting more and more confident, more calm in learning and accepting that I'm getting there and that I'm not alone. That the mastery, when I am a mastery level, I have people with me that gonna enrich my life, and I just have to open and believe in myself and believe in a mastery group. That's it. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ceci, for sharing that with us. And I'm gonna take, like I love all the steps, but the one that really speaks to me the loudest is number two. It says, read books that are going to trigger ideas in your mind that are going to inspire you to live a better life, a life of abundance. I gotta tell you guys, the first book that I ever read was Think and Grow Rich, which is right here. But this all happened when I first started listening to Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor used to say that he read the book Think and Grow Rich for 60 years of his life. He didn't say he read the entire book every single day. He's like, sometimes I read a paragraph, sometimes I read a couple pages, but he studied this book over 60 years. And that he's the one that inspired me to read books and get into different coaching and teachings and like Bruce was saying, that like a mastermind team that's going to make the biggest difference for you in your life. So I don't know what you're going through now. I don't know if you read or don't like to read, but when you find your purpose and the reason why is it that you want to read, life will start changing dramatically for you. So, and that's what these books are doing for me. And I just got another book. It's called My Father Knew the Secret, Growing Up with Bob Proctor by his son. His son wrote it, Brian Proctor. And you know what? I've been learning so much from that book. So we're going to be sharing a lot more stuff from that book. But you know what? Read books that are going to trigger your mind. They're going to help you gain a better understanding of who you are. So take it away, Coach Bruce.
Beautiful.
Thank you. For me, I'm going to focus on point number 4. Focus on what you really want. and I love how the what you really want are capitalized. I know that for me, I did a transformational course going back 30 years ago. It was 1993. I walked into this room and there were like 150 people in there. I didn't know anybody. And I don't know about you guys, viewers, but I walk in, it's like, um, I don't want to sit by that person over there. And well, those people like, okay, maybe I'd want to sit by them. And, you know, well, they seem to be together. So I'm not sure if I want to be with them. So I don't want to intrude upon their little party or something like that. And, it was like I felt a little awkward, and which I do still when I go to like a new room, but it was 150 people. And the program was all day Friday, like 9 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. Then it was the next day, Saturday, 9 o'clock until 10, and Sunday, 9 till I think it was 7. And then we came back the following Tuesday from 7 o'clock till 11. And frankly, in those 4 days or partial days, I fell in love with everybody, and what it was we learned how to keenly listen to each person. So even the one who looked like my grammar school principal, who I didn't like, by the end of 4 days, I got to know her personal story. I could see how that might have been my grammar school principal, and my compassion went out to her. That's why she was the way she was. So as these people who didn't look like me talked about their personal stories, I could actually see myself in their stories. And I was like, I love these people. And that same year, Chicago Tribune was doing a daily series called Killing Our Children. And it was an episode that every day some kid under the age of 15 met a violent death. And I was like, where do we live? So eventually what I wanted to do in a different course in this organization, it was I wanted to create a program that would have kids talking about what can be done in their neighborhood. So I started creating comic books with kids. I didn't know the first thing about creating a comic book, but somebody told me about a book called Creating Comics by this guy, Scott McCloud. And everything he was pointing out was done in comic book form. And I had done an investigation for a guy, Gary Calabono. Gary had a chain of comic book stores called Moondogs. So I called Gary. I said, Gary, can you get me, some comic book artists to work with kids that I'm going to pull together? He said, absolutely. Well, later I found out Gary was the chairman of the Comic Con here in Chicago. So one thing followed another. So I encourage everybody, get in touch with what you really want, like really, no steps. And then find a place where people will support you in going for it. And we invite you to come here. If you find some other place, go there, but go for what you really want. Thank you all for listening.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
And that's beautiful, Bruce, too, because once you focus on the thing that you really want, that's when you're gonna discover study groups, mastermind groups. You're gonna discover books that you never read before. And a lot of people say, "Oh, like I see this online all the time, like, oh, if you want to be successful, this is the books you got to read." But for me, reading was boring at the beginning. When I used to go to school, it was boring. Like the most boring thing in school was reading for me. When I went to school, I don't think I ever read an entire book. But when Bob Proctor added meaning to what he was learning from reading, that gave me a different perspective. So now once I read the book for the first time, The Think and Grow Rich, now it had a different meaning for me. Now it's like, and that's what it's all about, guys. It's like, what is the book going to do for you? What is that study course going to do for you? Like, Ceci talks about a lot about her Buddhist practice, and like, they have a meaning, they have a reason why they get together and they chant, because there's meaning behind it. Correct, Ceci?
Correct. Yes. Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, and even when she goes to yoga, she doesn't just go to yoga just for the sake of it. She goes because there's something that she gets out of the yoga practice that she does every time she goes.
Mm-hmm.
She comes back refreshed. She comes back feeling like $1 million.
Correct.
So go after what is it that you really want. You're gonna discover all the people they're already lined up waiting for you to show up.
Good point, Coach Juan. All the resources that you need exist in the world. You just need to learn how to attract them to you.
Yes, 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 yes. So, Sassy, why don't you finish up this segment with whatever you want to bring to the table? The-
Well, you coaches, you did great today. Wow, I'm amazed. There's nothing else to say. Just thank you. And everything that you wanted is in the universe, so it has it for you. It's there. Just go after it. How you gonna go after it? By studying, by reading books, by enrich yourself, enrich yourself, and for look, focusing what you really want, and for the people who can support you and make you bigger and great and richer all that you wanted. You do. It's a beautiful topic. We love you all, guys. Come over here. Give us something to move forward. We need your energy. We need your life. We need your presence in here. Give us something to help you. And like Bruce says, you helping each other, helping yourself, help each other. So please show up. Do not hide there. Show up. We're waiting for you. Next time, participate with us, please. We need your voice to become better and better. Thank you.
yes.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, guys. And next week we're gonna start something totally different. That's a surprise for you guys, so you guys will figure it out and find out more about that on Monday. So, thank you, Coach Bruce, Coach Ceci, and we'll see you on Monday.
Have a
Okay.
good weekend.
Bye, guys. Love you. Bye. Thank you.